What's going on, everyone? I'm Jaren, and today we are talking about Barbarian. This movie is written and directed by Zach Kreger, and it stars Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long, as we follow the story of a young woman at an Airbnb discovering that the house she has rented is not what it seems. Considering the way they marketed this movie, I'm going to be giving a spoiler-free review, but I will be getting into a few details without giving so much away. But if you wish to go in completely knowing nothing about this movie, I suggest you go ahead and check it out yourself and then come back and watch this video. Otherwise, let's get into it. As I said before, the marketing for this movie was absolutely genius. They released one trailer and it really only showcases the first 20 minutes, and everything else is left for anticipation and interpretation. This is just how they did it with trailers in the old days, and I wish they did this more often. Going in blind, I was gnawing at my fingernails the entire time, and that's how everyone should be going into this movie. Just throw away all your expectations and know little to none. From Zach Kreger's direction, to Zach Cooperstein's camera work, to Anna Drubik's nerve-rattling score, this movie knew how to rack up a lot of subtle tension and blistering suspense. I very much appreciated the rural Detroit backdrop in this story. There was just something heart-dropping in realization when they would establish the neighborhood first at night and then suddenly shifting to morning when you can actually see everything in the daylight. I just haven't had that kind of genuine eerie feeling about seeing a neighborhood since It Follows. Subverting all expectations, I genuinely admired all the clues, allegories, themes, and metaphors that this movie was able to set up and completely evolve and change consistently throughout the film. There is a lot of information that is withheld from the viewer, but it really demands your patience. I would say lower your expectations on what you expect to see in the basement. I know the trailers are hyping up something far more twisted to see, but as a horror fan, I expected more gore. I expected to be queasy and fully disgusted. And I do have to say, I was uncomfortable and unsettled. I'll give it that. The implications are there, but I was really waiting for the big what the fuck moment. Like something like Leatherface tearing off somebody's face and turning it into his mask, or even the turkey baster scene in Don't Breathe. And I just didn't get it. I didn't get it here. Georgina Campbell and Bill Skarsgård offer great performances. I love how their dynamic hinders on the stranger danger vibe for such a long time and unexpectedly blossoms a chemistry between the two. Some of the dialogue exchange really broke the ice in what everyone in my theater was thinking and what they were anticipating, and I thought it was really clever. It reminded me of the first 20 minutes of Wes Craven's Red Eye. Justin Long is also involved with this project, and when he does a lot of horror movies, he picks roles that are very out of the box, whether it's Jeepers Creepers, Tusk, or Drag Me to Hell. In here, he's definitely one character to challenge the audience, and what I mean by that is that you're either going to love him or you're going to hate him. One moment he could be completely natural in his humor setting, and the next he completely throws everything against the wall to see what sticks. One of the themes that the movie lightly tends to focus in and delivers so well on is the shaky relationships and the fabric of trust between men and women. And thankfully, it doesn't come off as pretentious as the movie Men did when unraveling the moral, but it does get the message across as far as you are paying attention and not taking it at face value. Having said that, I do have to admit that the final 15 minutes did not work for me. I understand the choices that the filmmakers had to make and what they were trying to achieve, but I could not completely get on board with how quickly they needed it to end. Overall, I love how slightly different this movie was as far as the efforts in the genre continuing to reinvent itself. I can honestly see this movie getting picked up as an anthological sequel, and it is a nice reminder to know that horror is still the big screen experience. It is not a perfect film. There are minor details and character choices I wish to change, but I very much admired all the risks that they took. It is smart, scary, and unconventionally funny. Alright guys, that's all I got to say about that movie. Go ahead and check it out if you want at your local theater. I'm Jaren. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to more reviews, and I will see you guys at the movies. Take care.
Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light